Mega Public Transportation Infrastructure Projects, the Planning Initiative. What is sustainability in construction? The practice of creating structures and building processes that are environmentally responsible, resource efficient, from the design to the construction stage. Sustainable construction in Malaysia promotes by the government since 2000 and many projects have been initiated overseas. Sustainable buildings in Malaysia: Menara Binjai, Menara Darussalam, Menara Worldwide and the Tower. What is mega project? Projects that are large scale, complex, cost more than 1 billion USD, take many years to develop, impact real people and involve multiple stakeholders. Transportation mega projects in Malaysia: Klang Valley MRT Line 1, 11.7 billion USD and gap.
Hello, my name is Firas, and today we will be talking about Mega Public Transportation Infrastructure Project, the planning initiatives. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has spoken in the Malaysia SDGs Summit that Malaysia is committed to sustainable development since independence and has been developing since then. UN's SDGs act as a blueprint for countries. Malaysia's new SPV 2030 is in line with the UN's SDGs. This is the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, and for mega public transportation infrastructure projects, it falls into number 11, which is sustainable cities and communities. Let's take a look at number 11. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, Target 11.2 is to provide access to safe, affordable, accessible and sustainable transport systems for all by 2030. Also, improving road safety, notably by expanding public transport with special attention to the needs of those in vulnerable situations. So, what is the indicator for Target 11.2? Well, it is the proportion of population that has convenient access to public transport by sex, age, and persons with disabilities. In Malaysia, there is Shared Prosperity Vision 2030. It is to make Malaysia reach sustainable growth along with fair and equitable distribution among all races. The number 2 point is key economic growth and activities. It includes Commodity 2.0, which touches the public transportation in Malaysia. There are 8 enablers to this vision, which are fiscal sustainability, financial capital, effective institutional delivery, governance and integrity, education and TVET, big data, sustainability, and enlightened society.
Hey there, my name is Razim. Today I am going to talk about the pros and cons of planning initiative of Mega Public Transportation Infrastructure Project. As Firas mentioned earlier about SDGs initiative, I'm going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages. The pros. Firstly, it will enhance international cooperation to facilitate access to clean energy research and technology, including renewable energy, energy efficiency, and advanced and cleaner fossil fuel technology, and promote investment in energy infrastructure and clean energy technology. Next, it will also expand infrastructure and upgrade technology for supplying modern and sustainable energy services for all in developing countries, in particular least developed countries and small island developing states and landlocked developing countries, in accordance with their respective programs of support. Lastly, it will ensure universal access to the affordable, reliable and modern energy services. Now, the cons. First, how can we bring the right stakeholders together in the right place at the right time? Sustainable development inherently involves many different stakeholders operating at many different scales, from national government to transnational cooperation. It can be tough to get relevant stakeholders working together at the right time and place to solve complex poverty and sustainability problems. Secondly, How are we going to make tough trade-offs? There will be many co-benefits among the SDGs where addressing one goal helps address others at the same time. For example, addressing climate change will have co-benefits for energy, security, health, biodiversity, and oceans. However, the SDG will also involve trade-off. It is crucial to recognize that difficult choices will also need to be made that may involve winners and losers, at least in the short term. And lastly, how are we going to draw on accountability for action? A final key challenge is ensuring responsibility and accountability for progress towards meeting the SDGs. Mechanisms to do this need to link across local, national, and international scales. Crucially, we need powerful ways of feeding this information back into the policy and political arena to hold responsible stakeholders to account. This chiefly includes governments but also other key stakeholders in the private sector. If we don't create this sort of feedback loops to hold each other to account, how we will make sure that SDGs are actually.
Hello, I am Hafiz. So for now, I will be presenting about the sustainability in mega public transportation infrastructure projects across the world. For the first one, it is located in Japan. It is known as Shinkansen bullet train. It is the fastest and most convenient way of traveling in Japan. The airtightness and aerodynamic design on the Shinkansen made it possible to make the facilities compact, which will save more construction costs. Other than that, the railbeds is made up of concrete, which may be higher in initial cost compared to gravel, but it is much lower in terms of maintenance costs. Moving on to the second location, which is located in Switzerland. The place is called Gotthardtunnel Tunnel, which is a railway tunnel through the Alps in Switzerland. It is the longest railway and deepest traffic tunnel. The tunnel is equipped with mechanical and electromechanical systems such as door, ventilation, and drainage. This ensures that the railway tunnel can be safely operated and maintained. Moreover, the track is a non-ballast track with fixed position of sleepers and rubber shoes. Hence, the individual elements can be easily replaced as there is no rigid connection between the track grid and the track bearing plate. The next location is located in China. The place is known as Chengdu Metro. It began in December 2005. 5 lines will be built in the first phase of development, which total up to 126 km long, and it is expected to transport 13.1 million passengers every day. The infrastructure for Chengdu Metro is equipped with natural ventilation technique, which consists of ventilating outlets built for every 30 meters along the tunnel. It is an ideal way to save energy and reduce the construction costs.
Hi, my name is Hakim. So today, we're going to talk about mega public transportation infrastructure projects, the recommendations, and conclusion. By introducing the whole life cycle costing and green procurement, the industry can plan the resources for the use of sustainable and use green material when investment is justified. Environmental considerations will be considered into all stages of development, program planning, implementation, and all aspects of policy making. The learning curve and education syllabus on sustainable and green construction should be included right from primary until university level. The government should increase grant allocation on the research related to mega transportation projects and infrastructure and green construction. Integrated and effective cooperation among government and other sectors should be enhanced in order to achieve efficient environmental management and protection. In conclusion, mitigation to sustainable mentality requires a lot of change in attitude, innovation, creativity, and research. Construction industry must inevitably change its history of operating with little regard of environmental impact to a new mode that makes environmental impact more centerpiece. The era of sustainability is taking stand, and the construction industry must demonstrate that it can abide with this new stand. With proper planning, Malaysia's public transportation